Hello and welcome to another episode of Take It to the Max. I'm Chloe, the Finance and Quality Lead at IT Desk, and I'm co-hosting with Sammy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, are you?
Not bad, thank
Good.
you.
Do you want to explain who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I'm Sammy. I am the Finance and Quality Manager at IT Desk, and my day-to-day role is reporting and analysing all the financial data.
You do. You do a good job of it.
Thank you.
And my day-to-day would be sales ledgers, purchase ledgers, and general bookkeeping, and just any other little bits that you want me to do.
Cup of tea making.
Yeah. No, you actually make my coffee.
I know. Maybe we need to flip these roles around.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. So we're here because it is
International Women's Day.
It is.
Yeah.
Woo. And what's this year's theme?
Empowerment and equality.
Perfect. Right, so let's get into it then. So how do you feel empowered in the workplace?
I think hybrid working is a big factor for empowerment, for working mums especially. It gives you that ability to be able to work from home at the drop of a hat, really. So we all know as a working mum, kids get sick. They have too many inset days throughout the year.
Yeah.
And I think it just gives you that empowerment to be able to continue to work from home, balance that work-life kind of struggles and challenges, as well as kind of maintaining your career, your plans for growth, and balance it all up into one.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I could do my job without the ability to work from home, because obviously I go home every day. I have my break 3 while 4, so I can do school run, and then I do my last working hour from home so that I can be with the kids. So I don't think if I weren't able to work from home, I don't think I could pursue my career.
So I feel like I'm in more of a privileged position, or have been in both industries that I've worked in. I was previously 13 years as a social care worker, which meant I could do my role around childcare, working evenings and weekends. And then obviously moving into this industry, being tech, it really does open up that hybrid working, which still enables me to balance the kids, the inset days, everything like that, with work, with studying and career growth, and really keep me on that path in my career as well. But I know previous to you working here, you didn't have the ability to hybrid work. So how did you do that challenge?
So when I had children, I decided I wanted to be very present. So I stayed home with them through the day and I went to work on an evening. So I never thought it an option to work from home. Trying to find a job with the ability to work from home just felt impossible. So that's what I've done. And now my children are 9 and 6 because I've got twins.
Crazy.
So I've now been able to find that job and work around them and not lose out on spending time with them, because I do get to work from home. Even though I am obviously working, I'm still present, which I think is important as a mum, and it enables me to be the kind of mum that I want to be while still pursuing my career and achieving goals that I want to achieve.
How have you found switching your career after children? Because obviously I was 26 when I had my first child, and I'd already paved a career path prior to that. You've kind of switched careers completely after having 3 children, which I imagine comes with its own challenges.
It has. It's been, I wouldn't say difficult to adjust. It's been more of a dream, because I do get all my evenings at home now. So I feel like I'm more present, if anything, because they're all at school now. So when they were little, I were at home with them, which were important for me at the time. But now that they're at school, I'm not just sat at home waiting to go and pick them up anymore. I'm working and then going home and getting all evening with them rather than going to work. So it's been an absolute dream transitioning I love it. I definitely would not go back. I remember when I first started and you said to me, how on earth did you work evenings for so long?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've no idea now. Looking at it now, I've no idea.
You will so cherish those evenings and weekends.
Yes.
But yeah, how did you find, because I know the struggle for me with my first child was that career path was very there. There was promotions waiting for me. And then I went off on maternity leave, came back, and those job opportunities, those promotions had gone, which they never came back. Hence the switch in careers for me. Again, I didn't have to have in one child. I switched careers because I just found that maternity leave altered my kind of growth. And this is going back 11 years. I know equality and empowerment for working mums, especially now, it's in a different place to what it were 10 years ago. But I definitely found that maternity leave did hamper any career growth for me back then compared to now with hybrid working. And jump forward 10 years to my second child, it hasn't hampered in any way. I've come back from maternity leave, that progression's still there, and I've still managed to continue with my career goals. How did you find it?
Obviously, when I had my children, I was working evenings, and as much as they were understanding that I'd got children, I think that times have got better, and there has been a lot of growth in women being empowered in the workplace and pushing them to do better. I think that we've got just as much equality as what men do now in the workplace, which is lovely to see. But I didn't necessarily have goals and promotions ready for me and then taken away from me, because I think more just because the job that I was in. But I definitely see how that is very apparent and how that's got so much better over the years. I think now, being in this job and being a mum, obviously when I first started here, I made it very apparent that I was a mum and that I didn't want a job to ever affect my ability to be the mum that I wanted to be. And I think that's been supported 100%.
I think we do have a very good culture at IT Desk, not just for working mums, but I think the support for anyone in any background, they do very much push to enable career growth, personal growth, support working women. I know both of us are mums. We've got other women in the business that are also working mums, and we all find that good work-life balance, I think. I don't think there's anybody that is struggling at the minute with the work-life balance here, because it's a really good culture. I feel like we really are empowered. There is an equality, which is... It's a male-dominated industry. We are women working in the tech industry, which I feel like is probably a minority. But I do feel like, specifically at IT Desk, the culture is good for empowering that and embracing the women in tech.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so we've finished the bulk of today's topics and podcasts, which I think has been great. But the one thing I did want to try and get in there is, what kind of advice would we give to young girls or mums that still think a career or being a parent are the only options, and the option to do both is not an option for them?
I think if you want to do something, go for it. Don't stress. Just ask the question, because I remember being that mum where my choice was being a mum, and I didn't think that the option was available to do both. I knew that there were jobs where you could work from home, and I think the only issue that I had was finding one. But when I found this job, I came to the interview and I asked. I just asked, because it's worth asking, even just to be told no.
I think there will be, even if you're intent on an industry and you're knocked back from one place, I think there's, as we've discussed today, there's a lot of it that is also about the company and their culture. So, yeah, I think definitely knock on a few doors. You may get knocked back in the industry, but that doesn't mean that's not the industry for you. You just need to find the right company with the right culture. I think, like I said, looking back 10 years, the mentality of working women, working mums, it weren't kind of like the majority of what it were. It was very much a minority, seeing women with careers and children. I think fast forward to now, it's the mentality has changed for empowerment and equality with women. And I think, again, fast forward 10 years and I think we'll be in a completely different position again. So I think definitely don't let it hold you back. Don't feel like it has to be a choice to be a mum or have a career. There are industries, there are companies out there with that right mindset right now, with that right culture, that will empower working mums and young women to get into a career, support that career path, and their want to be a parent alongside of that.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree.
Fabulous. So I think that is the end of today's podcast.
Yes, we've chatted enough.
We have. My cup of tea's gone cold. So, yeah, thank you very much, Chloe. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you to the listeners. Make sure you subscribe to us on wherever you are listening. And, yeah, enjoy our chat.
Yeah. See you next time.
Thank you.